Alright, so this is going to be a quick look at the Sedici Como #16 tank bag. This is actually the old design. They've updated it because if you go to the Sedici website and look at the Como tank bag, it doesn't look like this anymore. But I got this about a year ago, and I just wanted to show you some of the positive and negative things about it. I originally got it because I wanted something to hold my GPS while I rode, and I didn't really think it through. I went to Cycle Gear in Dallas, and I was looking at the RAM mounts, which is what I should have bought to hold my GPS. And I got distracted by the tank bags, so I started looking at these, and I was like, oh man, I could hold all my stuff, and it also converts to a backpack. It has these built-in straps I'll show you. But I figured I could hold my GPS and use this. Well, I bought it, didn't really even test fit it, and I found out two things. One, it rides right about here, so if you want to look at your GPS in this little window, you have to look straight down. And it's not ideal for my bike. By the way, I ride a Honda Shadow Spirit, so the tank is like right down here. It's not like way up here or anything. The other thing is the little window for the GPS or your cell phone or whatever. It's way too small for any kind of modern phone unless you're just rocking a tiny ass phone or GPS. My Garmin Nuvi, too big to fit. My iPhone 6 that I'm recording this on, too big, doesn't fit. So basically this little thing is just to hold things that you want to look at, I guess. Maybe a tiny ass map or something? I don't know. They don't make devices with tiny screens anymore. Everything's getting bigger and bigger. So that's probably why they updated this bag, among other reasons. So that's kind of one of the drawbacks for me. This window isn't very useful, and I didn't really think it through when I bought it. But let's go over some of the positives about it. It uses six really strong magnets to attach to your tank. And it uses this, it almost feels like leather, but I think it's some kind of like a synthetic rubber or something. So this doesn't scratch up your paint on your tank at all. It holds it really securely. It's got a lot of cargo space. I'll show you all the stuff I'm holding in it. And it's expandable. You can unzip it and make it a little bit taller to fit more stuff. I don't know if you can hear it. There's a cat down here. Meow. Get out of here, kitty. Go play over here. Alright. So let's look inside. Actually, let's go from smallest compartment to biggest. On the top, there's this compartment. I've got a battery, charging cable, a bandana for wiping spilt gas off my tank, tire pressure checker, zip ties, electrical tape, and some spare 10-amp fuses for the next time mine blows. The way this came, I actually modified it a little bit. It had this little, windowed unit. I guess you could also use this for the GPS. By the way, my phone and GPS also don't fit in here. It's oddly sized. They had this sewn in here to where you could like flip it up and use it like that. But even still, when you're riding down it's just staring at your stomach, or at least it was staring at mine. I couldn't see it. So that was completely useless, and it took up all the space in this pocket. So I unsewed it. It's still zippable, but I just use it for like a little first aid kit. So that's the top pocket. And then the windowed pocket opens from the inside, and I've just got, I don't know, some flash drives, hair tie, breath strips in there. The main compartment zips open from around here, and I've got, spare gloves, a t-shirt because I sweat like nothing else. It's hot. My GPS, glasses repair kit. There's a bunch of stuff in here. I'm not going to open that. GPS, cable for GPS, some REM oil because you never know. Spare set of glasses. I ride with goggles, but I have to wear glasses so they kind of protect me. A dust mask, another little mini glasses repair kit, mini Sharpie, some pliers, some oatmeal I forgot to eat earlier, my spare set of goggles for if the other strap breaks or if something happens to my set I'm wearing, my house keys, car keys, another mask that's a little lighter than the dust mask, and then a spare set of socks and undies. Oh, so that's the main compartment. There's this removable liner. I really like this main compartment. It's really big, really open. You can fit anything, and it's kind of customizable, and it's expandable. You undo this other zipper. Say you want to put more clothes on top after you've packed it, like I had that t-shirt on top. I want to put a pair of shorts and a t-shirt and a hat or something. You expand it and it zips up another, I don't know, maybe another inch, an inch higher. It actually gives you a decent, if you really pack it, you can put a lot of stuff in here. But one thing to note is when you're zipping it up to compact it, be careful of this liner. You could zip the expansion part closed and get the zipper stuck in the expandable liner and rip it, and that'll let water in and all kinds of stuff. Mine hasn't ripped, but you can tell there's a couple places it's just a little snag, so I'm always careful when I zip it back up. The only other pocket on here is on the front, and it's actually kind of attached to the handle, and it's almost unusable, really. I fit all my spare tools, bike tools in there. Also kind of heavy. But it's not a real deep pocket, so you could put, I don't know, insurance cards, maybe a pen, and some tools like I have. Oh, and there's a headphone jack. I guess you could put your phone with your headphones if you wanted to do that. I don't ride with headphones in. So there's the other pocket. I really like the handle, really durable handle. Let's see. When I bought it about a year ago at Cycle Gear, I paid $80, $79.99, and honestly, for the price, it's adequate, but it's not great. It's not the best tank bag I've used. And like I said, they've already updated it to include different features, and the new Sedici Como updated bag is only $49.99. So I almost want to trade this in to Sedici and be like, hey, give me your new one, but they probably would not go for that. So let's look at the last feature of the bag, and that's converting it into a backpack. I almost never use it, but let's say you go on a trip and you bring your tank bag because you don't want a backpack on your back while you're riding, and then you get somewhere and you're going to hang out a couple hours, but you don't want to leave this just magnetized to your tank because someone could just lift it off. So you fold magnets up, attach the little straps. These are just little plastic clips. They're not the worst clips, but they're definitely not like, you can't beat on them. This plastic will break, I'm sure. And since I hardly ever use it as a backpack, they still look to be in pretty good shape. Yeah, they're adjustable, and you can wear it as a backpack, expanded or contracted. And it works, but there's no belt or chest strap, so it's not super secure. I wouldn't ride it with a backpack, honestly. It's just, it doesn't seem like it's, especially loaded down when it's really heavy, it doesn't seem like this is very secure. But I'm sure it's fine to walk around in, and I'm sure that's what it's meant for. So yeah, I don't know if you can see all this stuff back here. It holds a decent amount of stuff, and it wasn't packed to the brim. That was just everything I carry on a daily ride. So yeah, if you're looking at Sedici stuff, the quality is good. There's no rips. I think I've ridden with it for 4,000 miles because I'm almost at my oil change mark. Ow, cat's biting my toe. But yeah, the quality is good. The material seems strong. It's not ripped. It hasn't faded in the sun at all that I can tell. It still, to me, looks like it's brand new. But for the price I paid, $79.99, that was probably like the MSRP, which I shouldn't have paid. If you could find it for $50, I'd say pick it up, but don't expect to use it for a GPS viewing system. Oh, I can show you, it's right here. It doesn't fit in that little mini pocket, and it didn't fit in here without a lot of cramming. It just barely fit in there, and then I couldn't use it behind the screen. It didn't work. But so I figured out a different mount with that, and now I just use this to hold all my gear. Ow, cat! Biting my toes again. To hold all my gear and to ride in the Texas heat without having weight on my back, so I can keep the airflow through my jacket. All right, so yeah, Sedici Como 16 tank bag. Check it out.